Ready?
We're ready.
Go. Go team, go.
Edit this out.
No, keep this in. Okay, so hello. Welcome to Beauty News for part one, the first one of the year.
2017, oh my god.
January 2017, part one.
Holy shit balls. Anyway, it is exciting. We're nearly up to our Beauty News birthday, by the way.
Wow.
So
it's very exciting.
We might have to make a cake.
We might.
We might have to make a cake.
Yeah, we might.
But if you're wondering why we have a lovely special guest here, it's because he's awesome.
Yeah.
And we can.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And it's Ken from ThePopHeir.
And we're reigning in the new year with some happy shit.
Yes.
Yes.
We will link his channel down below if you don't check him out, which you should. But also what we'll do at the end of the video, we'll put like the little end screen link thing. So if you're too lazy to open the description box, it'll be at the very end.
It'll be at the end. You can click
so
on
they're
it.
so accommodating, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yes, we are. We're going to try to help you guys. Hold your hand.
Hook you up. Hook you up.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a lot of news to talk about today.
Ooh,
there's a lot.
one.
So updates. We're going to go with... What are we going to talk about? Let's talk about Kylie Jenner.
All right.
So the other week she was like, oh my god, I'm so excited for this eyeshadow palette. It's the best one yet. Oh my god.
It's coming. We've got some sneak peeks.
Yes.
This one is a little bit different. It's a longer palette. And it looks like it's like 2 shadows deep, but maybe
2 rows rather than 3 rows
so
of 3.
I think, it's kind of, she's taken some very clever photos, so we can't see everything.
Yeah.
But we've got like neutral shades. We've got a green in there.
Shimmery, like olive green.
Yeah, there's a purple.
It looks like a blue.
Yeah, definitely a blue.
A peachy colour maybe?
Yeah. So that's coming.
Interesting. And it looks like it's got some inspiration from other people yet again.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Again.
Yeah.
But it's her favourite one of the bunch that she's
Apparently
already
it's
done.
her favourite.
So, you know, that's the thing. We're also going to update with the Jeffree Star Androgyny Palette. So there's now photos of the outer packaging.
Yes, and it does look quite different.
Yeah, it
doesn't
does.
it? I mean,
Looks different.
I love that he's carrying on with the same shape of his palette. Right?
Yes, unlike
Kylie
Jenner.
I actually really hate it when brands change the shapes of their palettes. Like, I love that consistency.
Store them.
I love it when I have them in a drawer and it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And
Like the makeup palettes.
Yeah, they're just like the same size.
Yeah.
It's like a nice collection.
Yeah. So there we have it. And there is a photo of him wearing like an orange eyeshadow. I don't know if Trend Mood just sort of put this together.
Probably.
Or if that's legit a shade that's in his palette.
But possibly based on, there was a shade that he did a sneak peek of.
Yeah, it was kind of like a red.
Yeah, it was like a rusty kind of metallic red. So maybe they're just going, oh, he's wearing it because he's wearing a rusty red.
Yeah.
Who knows? Then we also have, going on from Jeffree Star. Kat Von D also had, we talked last week about the Pastel Goth Palette.
Yes.
Now we've actually seen the shades and swatches, and I thought I muted my computer. No? Did not.
No.
Okay. So what do you think about the shades, Ken?
I think the shades are very...
Bright.
They're very bright. It's very Kat Von D though.
Yeah.
It is.
It's very Kat Von D. That's what you'd expect from an artist, like the bright colours.
Yeah.
I appreciate that she does that.
But what do you think of it in a pastel palette?
I don't really see the pastel in these shades. I just think that she's just rolling with the pastel trend more than anything. I don't see the pastel in any of these shades. I think they're more like, here you go, primary colours.
Yeah.
Play with
It's pretty much just a slightly muted primary colour.
Yeah.
They all do look white based though. So I think
which
that might be where the pastel inspiration possibly comes from.
Yeah.
But I do think that what you could do, like, I think this looks, for me, looks more fun than a pastel palette because on a lot of people, pastels look the same. Whether you put a purple or a pink or a blue, they all kind of look very similar.
Yeah.
So this looks more fun, and you could always mix the white with them to create more of a pastel.
Yeah.
But who didn't like this?
Oh, Jeffree Star. Fuck me. He was all over this like a fucking, I don't know.
You'd think he'd be over it by now, but...
He likes to say that he's so busy. Like, he's really busy and he's got his life together and he's busy, yet he's not too busy to go through comments and just like crack the shits at people and
like store brand.
Yeah. He's He's just crazy. But what did he say?
He said, damn, keeping it so real. Honestly, where's the pastels, lol? It's just weird to name a palette pastel with no pastel shades, lol. Mole brand, epic fail.
Mole brand.
Mole
Mole
yeah.
brand.
As in drugstore type stuff.
Coming from his masses of pink lipsticks.
Yeah.
Shimmery pink pieces of shit.
Yes.
Anyway, okay, Jeffree.
Moving on.
Because we're all busy, you know, like
we're
too busy to read the comments and do that shit.
I'm so busy.
Last update is the Sephora highlighter palette that we talked about last week.
Oh, now
Yuck.
who drew this to our attention? Someone in the
did.
comments
Yeah.
drew this to our attention. They said that we were saying that there's a pan in each of these palettes. Looks like it's empty.
Yeah.
On the left, the far left. And they said it's actually like a clear gel.
Like it's a cream palette and that's a clear like gloss
Just
shade.
the thought of it's like
Oh,
I know!
It makes me feel icky.
Doesn't it? It makes me feel dirty.
Oh,
Dip here, dip there. It's just gonna.
Vaseline cheeks.
Yeah.
It's like clear brow gel. You know how like after a while,
Yeah, it looks really
it's
funky.
gonna look-
Yes,
it's gonna look
it starts to look
disgusting.
like
Yeah.
It's gonna be disgusting.
It's gonna be bad.
Gross.
Okay, on to new stuff. Hooray! Let's
Hooray!
talk about MAC and the Chinese New Year collection.
Okay, let's.
So last year or this year still, was the year of the monkey and they had a blush, I believe.
Yeah.
So this year is the year of the rooster and they've brought out a bunch of stuff.
They have, and it looks. I'm not sure if any of this is actually new because even that palette looks.
Yeah.
It's always
familiar to
permanent,
me.
but it's just a way for them to re-promote it.
Yeah, and
I'm
it
not really
doesn't.
excited about
It looks like potentially some of the boxes that the products come in are going to have that sort of Chinese New Year of the rooster pattern that they've got going on, but none of the actual packaging is.
Yeah, it looks just like plain generic packaging.
Yeah.
We'll give
I
you a
will
nice
say,
box.
they're promoting the MAC eyebrows.
Mm.
They are the best. I love them, but you go through them so quick. Like I can use one of them in a couple of months. Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah, I know. And before you know it, you've used like the whole fucking stick.
Yeah. Come on, keep coming.
But that's also launching in spring, like the US spring, so our autumn. But that's way beyond Chinese New Year.
It is.
Yeah, because Chinese New Year is on the 28th.
Yeah.
So they're launching it possibly in March.
It's very
Weird.
weird.
Yeah.
Okay, some more Kat Von D. There's one thing. She's shown 25 new Everlasting Liquid Lipstick shades.
Yep. Bam.
There's a shitload.
Yeah.
Colour selection's pretty good.
Yeah,
it's
super
very
good. Heaps of nudes.
Yeah, heaps of nudes.
Who
Very
doesn't love a
nice
good nude?
too.
I love all the nudes.
Love
I
a
actually
nude.
really love the nude shades. I think they're beautiful.
Yeah, I love the bright shades. I'm just very weary though because I have learnt that with liquid lipstick formulas, the bright ones and the dark ones tend to be the worst
They're the
performing.
worst. Yeah.
And some of the bright ones like Malice and hyper and stuff look great, but I reckon they'll be flaky as.
Yeah.
Something like Plath would be better.
Yeah.
But a good, like she's really padding out the range. And there's a gold as well.
Yes.
The
Gold
gold
school.
looks
Gold
good.
school.
Mm.
Looks like a lip gloss.
It does.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm waiting
But
for the
they're coming.
comparisons.
Yeah, I know, right?
The
Yeah.
comparisons of Jeffree Star, the comments are going to be like on fire.
Oh my god.
Especially the blue ones are going to be like,
The green one.
Everyone's
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
Jeffree did that first.
Oh.
Yeah, it's coming, guys.
It's coming.
Watch
You
this
can
space.
copyright a colour, right?
Yeah, exactly
I know.
right. Okay, so Urban Decay are bringing out a couple of things. The first one, Vice Liquid Lipsticks.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they haven't jumped on the liquid lipstick bandwagon.
Yeah,
I was actually thinking that too.
Yeah,
Took them a while.
You would
Yeah.
kind of expect that to be something that they would have been all over.
Because they've
a long
got such a
time
huge
ago.
range of lipsticks.
Yes.
You think that they would actually be big on the like the liquid lipstick thing, but
Yeah.
they're not.
No, they're not. We also have a new palette coming.
Yes.
So it's the Urban Decay Nocturnal Shadow Box.
Does it look boring?
Yeah, it really does.
Doesn't
and I
look
actually
like anything they haven't come out with yet.
The swatches look woeful.
But it looks like they had like smoky, I don't know what they're called, but they had old school palettes back in the day. This kind of chunky cardboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it new lipsticks as well?
Yes. So they're the new, they've got Lawbreaker, Nonsense, Fireball and Backstab. So they're really on that fireball bandwagon.
Well, it's like the thing that sells out. It's a great colour.
Best
So might as well ride it.
May as well ride it. Right, go for it. Burberry are bringing out liquid lipsticks as well.
Yep.
Moving on.
Yeah. Yep.
Moving
Next.
on. Next.
Actually, they do sound like they could potentially be good, but they'll be expensive. So
yeah, Burberry.
Yeah.
Maybelline. Okay, think about this name, guys. I'm going to read it as Inti-Matte.
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 Inti-Matte. Intimate. Liquid lipsticks. So hopefully they're actually matte, unlike their other ones.
Hopefully they succeed this time.
Yeah, all those vivid...
Vivid matte.
Yeah, they were not matte at all.
They're like lip glosses.
They were lip glosses, just moussey lip glosses. Yeah.
See, these are meant to be moussey and creamy formula as well. So
I don't know if I want to get... But they're like nudes.
Yeah.
They're pretty much copying the NYX lingeries, which have new shades as well.
They do. They're padding out the... Honest to God, I didn't think that they could pad out a nude range anymore. But they are.
But they have.
Yeah, varying shades of nude and beige.
Yeah, exactly right. Okay, now on to a bunch of collabs. We've got heaps of collabs to talk about, guys. So Jacklyn Hill has announced a collab that she will be... She's been working on it for 2 years or something.
Yeah. And
in the next couple of weeks, she's going to hint more at it.
The one with the crab?
Yes.
Yeah.
The one with the crab. So someone asked for like a hint and she did like emojis.
Hint with emojis. We've got a red love heart, an orange crab, fire, and...
like an explosion. What do you think it might be?
I'm thinking a lot of warmth.
Yes.
I reckon
a lot
it's
of reds,
gonna be,
oranges.
Yeah. I reckon it's going to be an eyeshadow palette, and I reckon it's going to be like all orange and red. Yeah.
A lot of people are saying that it's going to be Makeup Geek because supposedly around... Shut up, computer! Fuck.
So rude!
So rude! I'm too lazy to get up and mute that shit. Yeah. I blame the group. That's the group.
Too popular. We're too popular.
That's the group. Join the group.
Yeah, come join the group.
But anyway, so people in the group were saying that she's been meeting up with Marlena and been talking about a collab for ages now. And when Manny was talking about a collab, Jacklyn Hill was also talking about a collab. So the best assumption would be that it's a Makeup Geek eyeshadow palette.
Yeah. Makeup Geek.
Yeah. Well, that's the assumption. But also she does have her own brand potentially coming out later this year. So I think she will keep her collabs to a minimum.
Yeah.
Because she's got her own thing that she'll be marketing later on.
Yes.
So that's the first collab. The second collab is our good friend Kandee Johnson.
I love Kandee.
Yeah, so she's doing nail polishes with Sinful colours.
Yeah.
What do we think?
I actually don't like the shade range, but that's more personal preference.
Well, I think it's more representative Kandee.
It's very
it's very Kandee.
Pop of colour, pastel. So I think it's very much her.
Yeah, I agree.
The formula, that's a big question. That's
a lot of people in the comments though are saying that they really like Sinful colours for an affordable nail polish. I've never actually tried it.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say, originally I looked at this and I'm like, this range looks boring. But then I thought, would I wear it? I love a Tiffany blue.
Yes.
I love like a light blue. I love a pastel pink.
Yeah.
And some bright pinks. That is something that I probably would wear.
Yeah.
And I can see Kandee Johnson wearing it. She always wears like Tiffany blues.
Yes. I think it's very Kandee.
Yeah.
So it's very fitting.
Yeah. And I'm okay with that.
And I'm fine with that.
I like collabs representing
who they are.
Yeah.
I think that's good.
Okay, and then we also have a sneak peek at, like, someone was talking about Estee Lauder bringing out a second Victoria Beckham collection.
Yes.
Yeah, that one went really well. It was a very successful collection.
Yeah. Really nice.
Estee Lauder, send them to us. They're too expensive for us.
Information down below.
Yeah. Email us, Estee Lauder. But yeah, that was a very popular and successful collection. I actually heard that when they released it in Australia, people were lining up for it.
Whoa, really?
Well,
there you go.
Posh. It's posh. Estee Lauder.
How can you not?
Yeah, but also the quality was supposed to be a lot better than normal Estee Lauder, which is pretty good to begin with. So
good.
Yeah, I like it. I'm interested. Okay, what else do we have? One that we probably don't love. We're not trying to be negative.
Oh dear.
But Pure, is it Pure Cosmetics? Pure Cosmetics?
Why we go Pure?
Pure.
Correct us. I'm sure you will.
Correct,
Anyway.
you will. Of course they will.
I'm sure you will. Anyway.
Of course.
People will know. People
but they
will know.
are on the Troll movie collab bandwagon, which I didn't like when MAC did it. I don't like when this brand does it.
I hate it so much that I didn't even save a photo. Yes, I did. I don't know. What?
It looks like Too Faced with a pop of pink.
Go away.
I'm actually really sick of palettes having so much pink in them.
Yes, they're so unwearable.
Like, who wears pink all that much?
1% of the population.
Yeah.
1% of the makeup wearing population.
I just don't really get it. This just doesn't feel cohesive to me. There's like...
let's put a little bit of pink, let's put a bit of this, let's put a bit of that.
Like, there's so many really strange light shades, really strange grey tone shades, and then
blues.
like blue, purple, orange, pink. What?
Yeah, it's not
like
cool.
I can see where they're trying to get troll inspiration
with the colours,
they're
but it's just not working well.
No, they're trying to troll us. They are.
Yeah,
like,
it's just not working. Not working.
Yeah, I don't love it. I will say there's some swatch photos. We were talking about these earlier. They look like they've been like swatched over and over and over again.
You can tell.
And it's just like
from the people that do swatches. These are heavily swatched.
We know what swatches look like.
Don't like it.
Nah,
it's a miss.
Zero confidence.
Another miss for Hailey. Clinique is doing the chubby crayon things. And they're actually collabing with Crayola.
I hate this so much.
You do. This is getting under her bonnet. There's a bee in her bonnet.
There's a fucking whole hive of them up there.
A hive in her fucking rampant.
Lip crayons in general.
You know why this started? This started because like YouTube beauty influencers were like, let's make lip balms out of Crayola.
Yeah, they do. They melt them down and mix them with lip balm.
Yeah, Crayola actually made like a public statement saying, our products are non-toxic. Please don't do this because they haven't been tested for like constant use around the fucking lips.
Yeah.
It's like...
And people were using them, like wetting them and using them as eyeliners.
Yeah, like, so... Crayola worked it out with Clinique, and there you go. Now you don't have to make them; you can just.
But what annoys me is that they're saying don't use the products near the lips, but we'll come out with something that you can use around the lips, and will possibly give kids and idiots a reason to then go back and try to use their products. Anyway,
I think they're actually selling it as a boxed set.
Yeah, and they look like minis as well.
They do. So
I'm gonna say these look like the textures from when I was a kid, and I kind of like the nostalgia.
I will actually totally agree with that. Yeah. I get great nostalgic feelings seeing that.
Yeah.
But
the packaging is like the old school one. I'm just like, oh, remember when they came out with the one with the little lines?
Yeah.
The stamped one.
Oh my god, they were the best.
No, I am surprised they paired up with Clinique though, because Clinique's just such a...
Yeah, I feel like it's a bit of a strange... I don't know, like... I think, okay, it kind of makes sense with Clinique because they're an old school brand, so they're iconic to people our age and many other people's ages. Crayola is also iconic to anyone who's been, you know, alive for more than 20 seconds.
Yeah.
But I also kind of don't like the whole child product value of it.
Can I say that probably a better brand for them to collab with is one that we're talking about next. So segue.
Let's do it.
Yeah, so we're talking about lip smackers.
Yeah.
And they're bringing out new stuff. So on the screen you'll see new stuff. If they brought out lip smacker versions, you kind of go, that makes more sense.
That would make more sense.
100% makes sense and make me love the idea. Love it. Just love it.
But also you're not paying something like $50-$60 for a mini set of tinted lip balms. You can just spend $10 for a tin of them.
Yeah.
And it goes hand in hand. Like kids use lip smackers and kids use
Crayola.
Yeah. So
and for anyone who's been around for a while, they grew up with both those things.
Yeah, exactly right.
So it would make sense. Yeah. And with this whole lip smacker, like these 2017 releases, I love these. They look
really fun.
And I'm like, this is so fun.
Check out the little Hulk.
I love it.
It's cute.
It's super cute. So they've kind of paired with, they've done the Coca-Cola thing for a long time now.
Yeah.
But it looks like they're getting onto the Disney. They're also getting onto the Marvel.
Yeah.
And these look super cute.
They do. And I love them. And it's great. I'm not going to buy them because
I would potentially buy them.
Well, potentially I might buy
more
one.
for like decor, but not actually.
Yeah, I like it for the visual effect.
How cute would that be on your keyring?
The cutest of cute.
Yeah, especially if you're like really in a pinch and you really have dry lips.
Yes,
I'd be like Hulk smash and throw my fucking yes, don't start with me.
Look, I'd say to Darren, I'm like, look, take your little Spider-Man, go to work, here's your keys.
Yeah.
Take it.
Off you go.
Come back without chapped lips, thank you very much.
Yep.
Yeah, like I think it's very cute. If I had kids, these would be hanging on their bags.
Oh, mate.
Yes.
Without a doubt. They would be like, I'm like, go to school. You'll be the cutest kid with your little fucking
lip smacker
hanging off your bag.
Love it.
Cute. I like it. I approve of that.
Oh, stop
stop it.
So cute.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Okay, I think that's the rest of the collabs that we're talking about. So
there's
plenty of collabs happening. Next thing we're going to talk about, there's a few Anastasia Beverly Hills things.
Oh,
these are all.
What's going on?
These are all like not sneak peeks. They're just like
stuff.
Not rumors, but
concepts
that have been like pointed out from like people, founder and all that kind of shit. So there's a new palette in the works. There's a photo of like them playing with different eyeshadows, but they did specify that it's not like a 25-pan palette. It's just they're picking colours for a new palette.
Which is good because I don't know, I personally don't like too many shades.
No, of course, yeah.
Too much.
Look, it would cost a bomb as well.
That too.
If she brought out a 25-pan palette, I'd fucking buy that shit.
Because that quality is like beyond.
I would buy that shit.
It is beyond.
But that's because I'm
crazy.
Obsessed.
We would buy one to use, buy one to smash.
Hulk smash! Oh, Jesus.
But then there's also talking about a Moonchild palette, like a second version.
That'd be very interesting.
You know what? Tote's gonna buy it.
Complete the collection.
You have no idea.
I'm such a convert to Anastasia Beverly Hills like last year, so I'm like, I'll get that.
I didn't 100% love the first one. Like I poked holes in that thing. But
pros and cons.
I would buy it.
Can you imagine if they brought out a warm toned version?
Oh my god!
I will roll over and I will die because and just paint me with that. That highlighter.
Waking up 3 a.m. Refresh.
Imagine, like a light gold one. Imagine a peach one. Imagine a red one.
It'd just be me in my casket covered in glittery shit.
I'll just be like just camo. I'll just
camo it everywhere. Yeah.
Oh, so good. I'll be like, what's your eyeshadow? I'm like, Anastasia Beverly Hills version 2 Moonchild palette. I would love it. I would just go. I'd go ham, guys.
Go ham.
I'd go ham. They were also talking about new illuminators. So the single illuminators, I love them.
I don't even own one yet. What am I doing with my life?
I bought all 4 when they came out, and I love them.
I'm so rude.
And I would like to see more of the shades coming out. So
I would get them. They're
good. They're not. They're quite intense, but you can kind of make them more wearable, and they don't emphasize skin texture as much as Becca, Jeffree Star.
Let's be real. We do love our intense highlighters. Let's be.
There are days.
Actually, not that intense today.
There are days where I'm like, if these aren't literally the only thing people see, if they're not blinding people on the street, not good enough.
Like this.
More.
And often as well, I get ready in a relatively dark room, so sometimes I don't realise how much I'm putting on, and I walk out and I'm like,
and you're like, woo! What happened?
Hide this face.
I'm like, look, these bags, I'm a bit tired, so let's just distract people with some colours. So they're actually really nice because they've got some interesting colours and they don't emphasise skin texture as much as a lot of other highly metallic ones. So I recommend them to everyone. So good. Okay, another thing that we are on the fence about, Viseart or Viseart or whatever you want to call it.
Le
Petite Pro. We and people in the group also have had a few issues with the term pro just thrown around on palettes that are bigger than the average palette. Like all of a sudden you add 2 shades and it's a pro. Like what the fuck? But they're going, there's a fly in here, it's annoying me. But all of a sudden they're going with the small pro, which why?
Don't know, but these are, you can actually pop these shades out. So I'd say they're calling it Pro because you can refill it or something.
But they've got other of those. Like they've brought out 4 of those last year.
It's exhausting, isn't it?
They don't look that interesting.
No,
to be honest. They just look like your generic, like generic neutral shades.
Yeah. But you can pre-order from the 2nd of January and it ships 9th of January. So is that $30 US?
Yeah.
It's a bit pricey for that many shades.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Then we've got a concealer that you are interested in.
Well,
I am not at all interested in.
The more I see it, the more I'm interested. It is the Nars something, highest coverage, lightest touch. I can't remember what the concealer was called. Nars Soft Concealers. See, that doesn't give me like feelings of I don't trust the word soft.
No.
I'm just like, why?
So is it going to be light coverage?
Yeah, exactly.
They say full coverage.
They say highest coverage, lightest touch.
I think it's going to be dewy.
More. Why you do that?
See, I would love, like when I go for cream concealers, I always love something like full coverage underneath the eyes. So if it's going to be that.
But what happens if it's like the one in the tube that stays tacky and settles into fine lines and is not cool? Like I'm very weary about this.
Hopefully
that stuff you have to set that stuff for 6 days.
Yeah, you do.
Otherwise, it's just like clonk.
But can we give them props for the shade range?
Fuck yes, we can.
Good.
And that's kind of what makes me want to buy one.
Yeah.
Because I see these swatches and I'm like,
They look nice. They do.
They do.
Yeah.
We'll see. We will see.
We will see. And Wet n Wild are bringing out cushion things.
Oh, why?
Can we get over the cushion trend? Like seriously?
But this is even worse because it's like,
but just wait. Next week, I think next week we're discussing cushion foundations on destroying our. What is it called? The makeup breaker.
Yes, the makeup breaker.
They finally decided on a name, which I think is amazing.
Yeah, it's a fun name.
Yeah.
But we are going to be maybe destroying a cushion foundation.
We are. So they've got a cushion contour.
Yeah. Yuck.
A cushion highlighter and a cushion blush in a tube.
That doesn't even make sense.
It's gonna have.
How is it a cushion when it's in a fucking tube?
Applicator.
Oh, yuck, vom. Why don't they do that with the contour?
Yeah, actually, that would make more sense with the contour.
The contour is the one that gets me because I'm like, how? What are you gonna do? Tap your finger in it?
They should have the cushion compact for the blush and the highlighter and the tube for the contour. Because can you imagine a squeezy tube with a foam and you draw the line and then you can blend it out? That actually makes more fucking sense. What are brands doing?
I don't know. This is why we get worked up.
We get worked up.
We get so worked up.
Because we could do a better fucking job.
It's like, why not switch them out? Why contour?
I know.
Why? Doesn't make sense. You've got the packaging, just do it.
Makes my brain hurt.
Can we go back to primers? Because we're supposed to talk about primers before, but I skipped it. So there's 2 primers that are coming out. There's one by Milk Cosmetics, so it's a blur stick.
Yes.
And it is actually a silicone-free blurring primer, which is interesting because a lot of people hate pore-filling blurring primers because the silicone clogs pores.
Yeah.
Right.
So the fact that this one is silicone-free interests people. To me, it looks like those stick deodorants.
Yeah.
Actually, it does.
Yeah.
Actually, it really does.
It does.
But it's oil-free, it's vegan.
So in the description, it says like it's anti-shine and oil-free, so it's great for oily skin. Not necessarily.
No.
I think the key words great for oily skin are more along the lines of
Mattifying.
oil control.
Yeah.
Mattifying. Like
long lasting.
Long wearing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if they were like, this is designed for people with large pores and oily skin and it controls oil, then I'd be like, honey, you got my attention.
Yeah. But pore filling or blurring, just because it's oil-free doesn't mean it's good for oily skin.
Yes.
I think people are using the term too loosely.
Yeah.
And they're just trying to,
yeah.
good for oily skin. Yeah, just buy it.
Yeah. It's like the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation.
Yeah.
Like, that is a fantastic, that's my filming foundation.
It's so good.
But just because it's like a matte finish and it's supposed to be long wearing, it is bad for oily skin.
It's bad for oily skin.
So it doesn't, just because something is like, it has certain claims that is often desirable for oily skin, it doesn't actually mean it's designed for the skin.
Yes.
Yeah. So
very good point.
Then there's also the Becca one that's purple.
Yeah, this is the Becca.
It's more like a color correcting primer.
First Light Priming Filter.
Instant complexion refresh. It looks like
it's a brightener.
It's a brightener. So it's the purple, and Shu Uemura have a really good foam one that's purple.
Yeah,
right.
I tried that one.
Yeah, when you put it on, it makes your skin actually look pink, but it does. When you put your foundation over the top, it does brighten the skin, and that's what purple's for.
Yeah.
So,
and this looks like it's got enough pigment to do that as well.
Yeah, because blurred out, it actually still lightens the skin.
Yeah, there's a sort of a different colour shape.
I wonder if it's got a shimmer in it.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Definitely. So it's going to be brightening and illuminating.
Or good for dry skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, oily skin girl, not for you.
And boys.
Yeah, and boys, not for you.
No.
Yeah. No.
I don't like the shimmer. I hate it when primers have shimmer.
Oh, yeah,
because it makes you look greasy.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you do have really dry skin and you're worried about dull skin, like we've got glowing fucking skin. We don't need any more shimmer.
Stuff like that, great for dull skin.
Yeah, dull, dry skin.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're now moving on to something that's complete and utter bullshit.
Oh, fuck me.
No, Hayley, stop asking. I will not fuck you.
Oh, woe is me.
Okay, Storybook Cosmetics.
Yeah.
Firstly, I want to address that last week we showed these bow and arrow ones, so these arrow things.
Yeah.
And we actually didn't mention at the time, but it is 100% correct. People are saying, why the fuck are they designing brushes that is designed for the bristles to go down into the cup? Like, that makes no sense. You ruin the brushes, you ruin the bristles, it's just shit. And this is what makes me think that the people that are behind this brand, which are like triplets or something, they know very little about makeup and makeup tools, because you would not design something that's designed to be bristles down. That's
that's wrong.
It's just sacrilegious. It's crazy.
That's why I don't like double-ended brushes.
Yeah.
You can't store them easily.
Correct. Unless you put them in a drawer.
Yeah, they're shit.
Yeah. But, so that in itself is completely ridiculous.
Yeah.
But now they're showing...
Oh, Jesus.
What do you think of these?
They are rose brushes.
When I first saw them, I was like, oh, that's a little bit tacky.
Yes.
And then looking at the actual bristles, like I can see that they're probably going to use like really shit.
Yes, really shit.
Scratchy.
They look bad.
You know, the ones that just break apart on your face as you apply your contour.
Yeah. I also feel like these look like, to me, the type of brushes that you wash a couple of times and then they just fall apart.
Yeah, you wash them and you go to squeeze out the excess water and all the fucking bristles come out.
And the red dye.
Yeah, the dye. Imagine that.
The red dye would be all over everything.
Yeah.
It's not...
No, it's uncomfortable to hold too.
Yeah, stop while you're ahead, which I don't even know why you're ahead, but stop.
Honestly, I have no problem with people creating brushes that are different and look awesome like this.
But they have to be functional.
But if you are not creating fucking bomb brushes, you're just creating more shit. Like these will be on Instagram, on eBay.
Yeah.
For like $10 a set before these guys even get them out, because they're sneak peeking them too early.
Yeah, that's true.
And like
brush factories will be going, okay, this is popular. Let's
keep going.
Yeah.
Thanks for doing all the legwork for us.
Yeah, thanks for coming up with the creative ideas.
Yeah.
Now we'll put into practice because you're taking your sweet ass time.
Yeah.
And we'll sell them cheaper and probably just as good quality.
Thank you. That's what.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of brushes, Real Techniques, Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was using a new brush in a video. So New Year's Eve. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's a round brush, but then here it almost looks flat, doesn't it?
It looks completely different from other brushes they've come up with.
It looks really dense as well, which they don't have super dense brushes.
Yeah.
And someone was also saying in the group that there's an eyeshadow brush that she was using that looked new as well.
Right.
So they're bringing out a whole new range of brushes, which is kind of cool. I personally love Real Techniques brushes. So I think for the price, and I haven't had one break on me ever.
No, neither have I.
So long.
I've literally had mine for about 4 years, like my first ones that I got, and they are still going. So
they're in it for the long haul.
No shredding.
No,
they're great.
They are.
Yeah, there's nothing, no bristles come out.
No.
Nothing breaks. It's all good. Okay, some spring collections.
All right.
Shu Uemura.
All right. This is totally Shu Uemura to a T.
Yeah, pink packaging.
It's pink. It's palettes,
colourful,
bright,
difficult to wear. That's very Shu Uemura.
Like, there's eyeliners and
like some of the colours are nice.
Yeah, they are.
But
they are.
would you wear them on a daily basis?
No. So like, what are you going to do with a bright, light pink eyeliner? Like, you're going to look like you've got pink eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to make you look sick.
Like inflamed.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you can't even put it on the lower lash line.
No,
it's
not going to brighten.
I mean, you could use it as a base for a pink eyeshadow.
I was going to say, probably
or
just use it more like
a lip liner,
Yeah.
Meh.
But it is very spring. They did get that right.
It is very spring. Yeah.
It's very typical of them to just come out with these colours and you're like,
it is
nice. What am I going to do with that?
Yeah, that's Shu Uemura to a T.
Yeah.
But I don't mind that.
That's them. You know? That's them.
Then we've got Dior.
Oh, Dior.
Look at that blush that has Dior written into it.
Isn't it cringe?
It's asking to be smashed.
I was going to say.
It is asking.
It's asking
for the makeup breakup to smash that.
Now, I do want to say about these quints.
Yeah.
In the bottom right corner of each one, it's a cream.
Yuck.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it looks shiny. Look at it.
Yeah.
Yuck.
So you've got a black cream and a plum cream.
It could be a liner.
I was going to say, do you think it's like a cream liner though?
Yeah, it would be. But look at the shitty little brushes they give you.
Yeah, that's bad.
Oh, Dior. Sometimes
if you're really in a pinch, you know, here's a brush.
Here's a shitty brush.
That hurt my feelings.
You can't even make you probably can't even make a line that can cut a bit.
No.
Also, Physicians Formula has shown releases for 2017.
Yes.
Oh, Physicians Formula. I love you how you keep trying.
Yeah.
I love how you keep trying.
Keep
finding the good
Show it on. Oh, I did notice something in this photo. So just under 2017 on the right, they are dual-sided cushion colour correctors.
Yeah, and we've got other photos as well.
How's that going to work? How's that going to work?
Yeah. Oh, it makes me just...
Please explain how is that going to work?
But do you know what that also highlights is that you don't actually get extra product underneath the sponge. It's just a product that's in the sponge, which is why it
and
won't
after
cross
you've used them like a dozen times, they're going to start to mix. And no.
Yeah, but they've got a few things. They've got some, like it looks like contour highlighting and contour palettes that look shimmery. Like one of them looks really shimmery.
Yeah.
Unless one's matte and one's shimmery.
I think that would be right.
Yeah.
They've also got Insta-ready like face setting sprays and things.
Some tube-looking concealers. Some weird palettes with weird designs.
Stop that.
Stop it.
Yeah. Oh,
I like their packaging, like very artistic looking, but sometimes it's just not functional.
Yeah, they're not. They've also got a sponge coming out.
Oh, no.
Teardrop sponge.
And we did talk about these blushes. The butter blushes.
This one on the right makes me like, when I see it, I want it.
I just pray that these don't smell like coconut like the bronzer, because the bronzer makes me gag.
Yes.
I can't handle it. It just makes me want to cry. Just, you know, roll up in a ball, cry in the corner.
It surprises me because it's called Physicians Formula. You'd think they'd be not scented.
Yeah, well, that's very true and it's very wrong. You would hope, but
it's not. No.
Okay, now we're on to and YouTubers behaving badly. Okay, you have to talk about Too Faced because I'm not on the ball with this.
Alright, she's not on the ball with Too Faced. So, Too Faced, as we all know, re-released their Sweet Peach bullshit. Stinky Peach, people are calling it now. People are sick of it.
Yeah,
Stinky Peach.
Yeah.
Now, they re-released their stuff and it obviously it boomed. People purchased stuff online and Too Faced promised that if you ordered between X dates, you would receive your items by Christmas.
Because you know that he was going to jump on his giant peach and deliver them to the rest of the world like Santa. So
claymation style.
Yeah, so why wouldn't you? Had the magic fairy to help you out. Why couldn't you deliver them by Christmas? I mean, come on, Too Faced. We saw the ad.
We did, and you totally let us down.
Oh.
People were not receiving their packages at all, or items were arriving broken. They would order like the Sweet Peach palette and instead they would get a fucking blush.
Oh really?
So all sorts of not good shit.
I just think it's very surprising because, you know, they were just bought by L'Oreal, so they have more money. They have more money for staff, warehousing. You think like, oh, we've got all this money, now we can mass produce it using L'Oreal's resources. But the fact that they have just recently been bought and that this is happening, it's just like, L'Oreal's probably like, oh fuck, what did we buy?
Estee Lauder.
Oh, Estee Lauder, sorry.
Estee Lauder.
I was just going to say quickly that they've been hyping this up since June or something, July. They've been hyping this up for 6 months. Get your shit together.
Sort it out.
Like
sort
they've had months
Make
to
it
get
work. Make it work. Stop worrying about the fucking claymation and the jackets and the tote bags.
Don't fucking worry about the bullshit. Get your orders out. There is more important shit. Paying customers need to get their shit on time. There was a thing where the products, the new Sweet Peach products, have actually been in store for months, right? So they've been sitting in storage in many stores. And the stores were told, if anyone comes in and says, do you have Sweet Peach A, B, C or D? They are allowed to sell it to the customer. And there was so much product shipped out to the stores ready for the Christmas rush that there was really no excuse for people to not get their items on time. And if they had just told people, you can actually go to your local Sephora and you can ask for it and you can get it and take it home with you. You don't have to miss out.
It's a really odd move. Like, it's very odd. Like, you'd think, you know, the warehouses should be well stocked because a lot of people are going to be ordering it online. Especially in this day and age, people are like, oh, I can't get to the store, I can't get to the store. I'd order it online. So it's kind of weird that they, let's say, overstocked the stores without actually telling people that they have it in store. It's just, I find that very, very odd.
Jared also went onto Instagram and he was basically saying, that a lot of people who were complaining about the Sweet Peach fiasco didn't even make orders. So these people are just like fueling a fire. And I totally believe that.
I totally believe it.
Like that.
Trolls be trolls.
Trolls be trolling. But the issue is, if you fucked up to the point where people aren't getting their orders or things are arriving that people didn't order in the first place, something's going wrong on your end. You fucked up and you need to be on top of that stuff, especially at this time of year. People order for Christmas, they're typically ordering like Christmas gifts. So if you're not able to be on top of that and make sure that the orders are getting out, people are going to get upset and other people are going to jump on the bandwagon because they can. And so many people love to be a part of the drama.
But I do think, like, hate breeds more hate. And absolutely. If you were giving them a reason to complain... it sucks that other people are complaining as well, but
it's the way things are.
Unfortunately, that's how it works.
There was also one more, we have a photo here. It's kind of, I feel like this sort of stuff is sort of hard to be like completely 100% sure of, but this person apparently found like bed bugs or bugs of some type in their Sweet Peach palette. But
gross.
I mean, for us, all we see is a photo with little black dots on it. So unless she had a macro lens and was taking photos as she opened it up, I can't.
But also, if they have been sitting in storage for like months and months and months and months,
it's very, very possible.
Yeah, it's very possible
there were bugs in there. So a lot of people are really pissed off. They did send out a 40% off coupon to customers who had ordered and not received their parcels by the due date. And the code lasted less than 24 hours.
Really?
Yeah, they pulled it out.
They pulled it straight away.
Oh, that sucks.
Because people were going.
There were stories that, because it was Jared that was sharing it, that Estee Lauder might have pulled the plug on it. We're not going to make a lot of money if you give them 40% off. Because it's 40% off.
Yeah, but also it is, but they'd still be making a profit. And the fact that they fucked up, you do need to apologise for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you got to do it.
And also, a lot of people, after they heard about this 40% off coupon, they were like, okay, well, I will buy from them again.
Yeah.
Because previously they were saying, I'll never buy from you again. They were butthurt over it. And look, I think don't fucking make promises that you'll receive your product if you buy online.
But then again, people make mistakes, and next year they probably wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
So...
But the big question is, will they still be relevant by next year after all this drama?
Well, drama is good publicity.
It is, yeah. Look at it. Yeah.
Can we go on to something else that people are finding foreign objects in things?
Oh my god! Guys.
So this was a thing a couple of months ago. Someone posted they had a hair in their Jeffree Star Skin Frost. And a lot of people going, look, it's just a bit of string. It was just from the... And it could be, definitely.
A net or something like that.
But someone else has found one. And this photo is really fucking gross.
This looks like a pubic hair.
It looks like a pube. If you want to know what colour Jeffree Star's pubes are, you can now see it in a highlighter.
Now, this is actually a photo a girl took of her Jeffree Star Skin Frost that she'd hit pan on.
Can I also make a really interesting point?
Yeah.
She's hit pan, and you can still see the star outline of the pan design, which shows how thin these fucking pans are.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you start wearing away that design, you hit pan.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty damn thin.
That's concerning.
Yeah, but that hair is fucking gross.
That's gross.
What do you think, Ken?
That's just disgusting. Especially thinking like, oh, I've been putting this on my face for
how
long?
ages.
I know.
But look at it. Doesn't that look like either a dog hair or pubic hair?
I feel pubic hair.
Ugh.
It's fucking gross.
It's gross.
It is really gross.
Fucking gross. I'm one of those people, if I find hair in my food, I'm like, I won't eat for a week because it traumatizes me. I get the same sort of feeling when I look at this. Like,
yeah, it's pretty gaggy.
Did you find if Jeffree Star responded to that?
I don't believe he did, no.
Oh, okay.
A lot of other people did.
Really?
Yeah. It's one smart thing he's done. Maybe he's still hungover from New Year's.
Yes.
Didn't see it.
Potentially, yes.
Okay, and the last thing we're going to talk about is... this is not brands behaving badly. This is consumers behaving stupidly.
Just people being, what the
just
fuck?
Dumb.
Yeah, so there's two girls that are trying to start a class action or something to sue St Ives. But was it like $5 million?
Yeah.
Because they think that their classic like apricot scrub is shit.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those things that if you don't like something, take it back, get a refund,
or just throw it.
Or throw it out and don't use it.
Yeah.
Like, this is ridiculous. So essentially she's claiming that it's damaging to the skin and that because it's dermatologically approved but not... No, dermatologically tested but not approved.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be on the shelves and somehow should be paid $5 million.
Yeah.
I'd like to know what happened to her. Did your skin just suddenly fall off because of that? Like, that's why
I'm sure she's probably got... There's a lot of people with really delicate skin that really abrasive things do cause them issues and inflammation. But that's where you kind of go...
You shouldn't have bought it in the first place.
Yeah. But I also want to point out that just because something's not dermatologically recommended, that's what I was saying, that it's not recommended.
There we go.
If you buy something that's got fragrance in it, which the majority of skincare does, it is not dermatologically recommended because fragrance is actually bad for your skin.
Yeah.
If you decide to then put it on your skin, that is up to you.
Your choice.
Yeah, that's up to you. As long as it's tested to make sure that it's safe for the skin,
it doesn't have any toxins in it. Yeah, it's good.
It's good to go.
Yeah.
It's up to you if you want to use it or not.
Exactly.
You're not entitled to fucking $5 million because you don't like an apricot scrub.
I know. I think it's absolutely ridiculous.
I don't understand the US legal system, but in Australia, if you had a reaction to that, for example, and you were trying to sue the company, you'd get the price of the product back if you won. And you'd also potentially get any skincare medical bills paid for to fix your skin.
Yeah. You don't get $5 million.
You don't get $5 million. There is no reason why a tube of $5 scrub entitles you to $5 million. Otherwise, I might sue Jeffree Star and say your lipstick is really chunky and didn't look good.
It made my lips feel dry.
It made my lips feel really chapped. So give me $5 million.
That's how stupid
That's how it sounds, to be honest.
It's fucking
ridiculous.
Dumb. Class action, fucking let's class action Jeffree Star.
Yeah.
Or Too Faced.
Yeah. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
And, you know, they're saying the walnut shells are really, like, abrasive and stuff.
It's a fucking scrub!
Of course! It's meant to be scrubby!
That's what it's designed to
It's
be.
probably the best fucking, like, physical exfoliant I've ever used. But I know, don't use it too much because it's fucking walnut
And
shells.
also,
that's like going up to a tree and being like, exfoliate my face.
Yeah.
Oh, it feels wonderful. I'm going to do that 4 times a day until my face falls off.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Also, one thing that I found funny about it, she's like, it does nothing. It does nothing. No effect. And she's like, so you think it's too scrubby,
But it
for a
does
scrub
nothing.
that exfoliates your skin, which is designed to do, but that does nothing? Like, what is your problem? Oh my god.
Expecting way too much from products. It reminds me of a meme actually from Facebook. Like, you know when the banana powder went viral?
Yeah.
People are like, oh, I want this. I want to look like Kim Kardashian. It's like, honey, it's face powder, magic dust.
Yeah, exactly
so
right.
it's the same thing with the scrub.
Yes.
What are you expecting? You're going to look like a new person just because you scrubbed?
Yeah.
But it's just like, it is too scrubby. At least it's doing something.
Yeah.
It's doing what it claims to do. Scrub your fucking skin. If it's scrubbing it too harsh, get a more gentle one.
Exactly.
That's up to you. I actually don't mind it.
I don't mind it either. I actually
Yeah.
think it makes a fucking fabulous body scrub.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think the thing is you have to be quite gentle with it.
Absolutely you do.
But if you've got tough skin, like my mofo skin is pretty tough, there's gentle exfoliants are just like, what's the point? You need something that's like sandpaper to be like...
with oily skin, you just need something quite abrasive. St Ives is great. Like, obviously don't scratch it too hard, they can get little marks.
Don't use it every time you wash your face. But, like, it's fine every now and then. And, oh my god.
It's a great drugstore.
Yeah, so
$5 million, for fuck's sake!
Yeah, that's consumers behaving badly.
How long that brand has been producing this product, and now
decades.
It's too abrasive, it does nothing.
Yeah,
like,
too abrasive, it does nothing.
Make up your mind, does it do something or does it not?
My god. I don't give a fuck if you don't like the product. Don't buy it.
Just throw it away.
Just be a YouTuber and just be like, disappointing products.
Just make 10 videos about it like John Cuckian.
Yeah! You might make $5 million. Like, fuck. Anyway, that's enough of our sass. We get quite loud at the end.
We get rowdy.
It's like all that energy is like,
yes, exactly right. But if you want to see Ken back at some point in the future, like this video, say we love you, Ken, in the comments. And we'll have him back. We'll have him back.
We will.
It'll be fun. I enjoyed my time. Thank you so much for having me.
It's going to be warm and alright.
Yeah, it gets a bit toasty.
Good thing it's a cool day. But otherwise, maybe half an hour in, we'd be like,
it gets like that. It does.
Yeah. A bit of a spritz.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, guys. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.